Hi Amaloom Makers, welcome back to Amaloom Studio YouTube channel. Today we're making a super cute detachable ruffle clown collar to instantly level up any outfit. It's playful, it's dramatic, and yes, it's very beginner friendly. I'm attaching the pattern link below, so don't forget to use the discount code. Alright, let's get sewing. Here's what we need today. First, collar pattern, ruffle pattern, tie pattern, already cut, and then scissor, screwdriver, loop turner, fabric, clips, and pins. I'm using cotton polyester. It's a bit slippery, so I don't recommend it if you are just starting to sew. But hey, this is what I have and I refuse to waste fabric, so we're rolling with it. Let's start by folding the fabric into 4 layers. I'm using about 1.5 meters of fabric. If you are just starting out, I recommend you to use cotton or linen instead of what I'm using today. I'm using cotton polyester. Now first fold it horizontally. That gives you 2 layers. Then fold it vertically. Now you have 4 layers. Make sure the folded edges are either on the left or right and on the top. Mine are on the left and at the top, so that's perfect. Time to place the patterns. Place the collar pattern with the standard back line up on the fold, just like this. My fold is on the left, so I'm placing it upside down to match. Do whatever works with your fabric fold. There's no wrong way here, it will turn out the same. Next, place the ruffle pattern with the fold aligned along the top of the fabric. Pin everything down and cut. And for the ties pieces, just use the leftover fabric, cut them on 2 layers. And that's it. You should now have 2 collar pieces, 2 ruffle pieces. The ruffle will be twice longer than the pattern. And then the last is 2 tie pieces, all cut and ready to sew. Next, we'll start with the easiest part, the ties. Fold each tie piece lengthwise, right side together. Sew along one short edge and the long edge, and leave the other short and open. That opening is how we are going to turn it later. Here's what it looks like once everything is stitched. One side all sewn, one end left open. Because the seam allowance on the inside can be a bit bulky, trim down the raw edges just a little. This will help everything look smoother once it's turned right side out. Now let's turn these inside out straps to the right side. I'm going to show you 2 tools you can use, a loop turner or a screwdriver. First, I'm going with the loop turner. Push from the closed end until the right side pops out from the open end. Then push, 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 push. And ta-da! Ties are done, like this. We will do the same with screwdriver, but if you don't have these 2 tools, you can use anything long and skinny like pen or anything that has the same shape. Now let's prepare the ruffle. First, we need to finish one raw edge. Since this tutorial is for beginners and maybe you don't have a serger yet, we'll do a tiny double fold hem. Fold the edge twice toward the wrong side and stitch all along the curve. Now for the fun part, let's make it roughly. Here's how to do it. First, set your sewing machine to highest tension and the longest stitch length. Sew one line close to the edge and your fabric might ruffle automatically. If it doesn't, that's okay. I will show you in a different fabric because the other one, it is recording but the angle it's not showing how it looked like. So I made it with a different fabric, like this. You can sew straight line parallelly and leave long thread tail on each side. Then gently pull the top threads to gather the fabric. Adjust until the ruffle matches the collar curve. When it's matched, we will lock the ruffle by setting the sewing machine into a normal set, normal length and tension. And we will sew along the thread and keep the ruffle still. We almost finished. Now let's put everything together. Lay down one color piece, wrong side facing down. Place the ties at both ends of the collar like this. Remember to place the raw end of each tie onto the front inner neck edge at the collars. And then lay the gathered ruffle along the outer curve edge of the collar. Raw edges align. Pin or clips all the edges to make it more neat and not moving anywhere. Finally, place the second color piece on top, wrong side facing up, and clip everything securely. Sew all around the collar, but leave a small opening at the neckline so we can flip it later. Now, everything is already sewn, and I leave the opening at the neckline. But before turning it right side out, trim the seam allowance. Just tiny snip around the curves and corners to avoid bulky edges. After it's done, we can flip it through the opening. Then give it a nice press with your iron. To close the small opening, you can top stitch or hand sew it. I hand stitch mine for a cleaner finish. And yes, my camera forgot to film this. I am 100% sure that I already recorded, but it is not recording. Okay. And just like that, you made a ruffle clone colors. Look how cute and dramatic it is. It will instantly upgrade any outfit from nah to main character energy. You can also use lace fabric. It is gorgeous but not very beginner friendly because lace has holes everywhere. And the second basic one, I made it with store-bought lace trim instead of making a fabric ruffle. And the third is what we made today. So which one is your favorite? Tell me in the comment. If you want this pattern, grab it below. Discount code Amaloom Makers. And don't forget to tag me in your photos. I love seeing what you create, and if you purchase the pattern, you will receive a link to join our Discord community so we can sew, chat, and hype each other up. Thank you for sewing with me today. See you in our next sewing adventure. If this video wasn't clear enough, you can always ask me in a comment or DM me through my Instagram at Amaloom Studio.